Cantonian Exeggutor is an absolute classic, and today I've got my favourite way to use Exeggutor, and if you've seen the thumbnail, you know it's a harvest set with a citrus berry. And yeah, it's super fun. I've got a bulky Exeggutor set for you all with some speed EVs to ensure that we outspeed certain Pokemon. Our moveset utilises Leech Seed for a nice way of being able to drain opposing Pokemon, which also assists with Exeggutor's health recovery. We've also got Protect for those instances when we need an extra turn of recovery, or whether we want to scout what the opponent's going to go for, right? So, and yeah, we've also got the Substitute, so that we can give our Exeggutor some protection, and also to act as a means of constantly being able to be behind the wall while the opponent's getting drained by the Leech Seed. We've then finally got Giga Drain for some nice stab damage, and also another way of helping out with health recovery. Our Terra typing is Water to resist potential Fire or Ice type moves, and following that we've got the Harvest ability, which essentially gives Exeggutor a 50% chance at the end of each turn to get a berry that it's consumed. In this case, the citrus berry. And with that, we've got a fantastic way of always being able to keep our Exeggutor healthy, and not to mention that if we don't get the Harvest ability at the end of each turn, we can always go for a Protect to try again. It's bloody fantastic, that's for sure. Oh, and while we're on the subject, let's do our quick question of the day. What's one of your favourite Gen 1 Grass-Type Pokemon? Mine would have to be Bulbasaur, I just love that little fella, but yeah, I'd love to know yours, so be sure to let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoy the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles. And with all that said, let's jump straight into the games. Okay, so my opponent's got an Archaladon, a Cinderace, Toedscruel, what's his face, Overquill, Calyrex Ghost, and the Lycanroc. That's a tough looking team. I'm going to lead off with my Sandaconda, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? So who's coming out? It is the Overquill. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to go for the initial Stealth Rocks. I'm assuming they're Intimidate. They might be going for their own spikes or Toxic Spikes or something like that, right? So either way, let's do this. Alright, so they are Intimidate, as expected, okie dokie. Let's go for a Stealth Rock, here we go. Alright, so they go for the Toxic Spikes, fair enough. So, I'm thinking that the quicker I knock this Overquill out, the quicker I can get my own Toxic Spikes, right? So, Sandaconda goes for those Stealth Rocks, lovely jubbly. We traded a layer of Toxic Spikes that we can absorb with our Glamora for a round of Stealth Rocks, so that's always great to see. Let's go for the Iron Defense. Okay, so they're going for the Acupressure. Oh my, okay, so that randomly boosted their special defense. So Acupressure is such a cool move. I forget that it's just randomly boosts something by 2 stages. That's crazy. So, okay, Sandaconda, let's go for that Body Press. Let's get off some major damage. So, okay, just don't be defense and we'll be in a good position. So, okay, oh, accuracy. Oh my god. So, Sandaconda goes for that +2 Body Press. Amazing damage, buddy. So, they are leftovers, but I'm going to keep going for those Body Presses because I want to do as much damage as possible to knock this out as quickly as possible. Alright, so they go for another Acupressure. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, they get the speed. That's fine, that's fine. So we go for that Body Press. We don't miss. Fantastic. One more, Sandaconda. One more, buddy. So, okay. Come on, Sandaconda. I believe in you. So, alright. I wonder what they're going to go for. Let's go for one more Body Press and let's find out. Alright, so they're Terrestrializing now. Oh boy, okay. Hopefully it's not a Ghost type. So, what are you Terrestrializing into, Overquill? Let's find out. It is the... oh, Water. That makes 0 difference. It was still... Our Body Press was still neutral, right? So, oh, maybe they're going for an attacking type move. But, oh, Terra Blast, Terra Water, Terra... But this thing gets access to Liquidation. Why would they have Terra... Okay, fair enough. So, Sandaconda takes that like a boss. Amazing. So, we go for one more Body Press and we knock out the Overcrawl. Amazing. So, as soon as possible, I'm going to go into my Glamora, absorb those Toxic Spikes, and then hopefully try and set up our own, right? They've got no way of being able to absorb them anymore, so things are looking good. Fantastic job, Sandaconda. You've done amazing, buddy. So enjoy that leftover snack, and let's see who comes in next. Alright, so who's coming out now? It is the Toedscruel. Okay, fair play, fair play. I think I might just go into... who do I want to go into on this, eh? I'm just going to immediately go into my Glamora so I can absorb those Toxic Spikes, right? I don't think they're going for an Earth Power. I think they're going for a Grass-type move. And it will be neutral on my Glamora, but I think it's worth it. So coming in Glamora, buddy. And what are they going for? We absorb those Toxic Spikes. Fantastic. They went for the Spore. Oh, no. Okay. That's actually quite clever on their part. Fair play on their part. So I have to switch now because they're definitely going for an Earth Power. And I think that against this... that it's in my best interest to go for my Exeggutor. Let's do that. So come on back, Glamora. I'm going to save you for potentially taking a physical hit to be able to get up some Toxic Spikes, right? So, okay, Exeggutor, I need your assistance. Come on in. What are they going for now, eh? So, Earth Power, we resist it. Nice. Good job, Exeggutor. Okay, so, let's go for a, substitute. Alright, so, Exeggutor goes for that substitute. Oh, were they going for a Toxic or something? Let's find out. So, what are you going for? Oh, they went for a Spore. Okay, I don't know why they did that. Maybe they misclicked. I don't know. Let's go for a Giga Drain now to get some health back. Alright, so they're withdrawing. Cool, so whatever comes in. Actually, most of their Pokemon probably, unless it's Lycanroc, some in the Galar Champion, is the Calyrex. Okay, fair enough. So now I can't activate my berries, funnily enough, though. So got to keep that into consideration, I suppose. What I can do now is, we'll do some nice damage with the Giga Drain, I bet. So, yeah, nice chunk of damage. Good job, buddy. I'm now going to go for Elite Seed to be able to constantly cripple this. Hopefully they're not a substitute variant of their own. That would suck, but I've got to go for it, right? Let's go for that Elite Seed. Here we go. Alright, so they go for the Psychic. We resist it, though, so not too sure why they're gone for that. Maybe they're expecting me to switch. I don't know. But the sub takes the damage. Lovely jubbly. It fades, unfortunately. Now, Exeggutor, buddy. I need you to not miss your Elite Seed. Come on, let's do this. So, Exeggutor gets off that Elite Seed. Fantastic stuff. Now they'll slowly be whittled away. I'm going to go for that initial Protect because we haven't shown it off yet. And we just get off the extra damage, don't we? And I think it's in our best interest. And we'll also get more health back with the Elite Seed. So let's go for that Protect. Here we go. Alright, so Exeggutor goes for that Protect. Time to see what they're going for. And let's find out. So they're going for the... Oh, Heal Pulse. They were going to give me health. What the hell's that about? Maybe I don't know what's going on there, but fair enough. So we get some more Elite Seed damage. Lovely jubbly. Oh, maybe this was a Calyrex they were using in doubles or something. So, and maybe they misclicked. I got no idea why they did that, but or maybe they're just trolling. Who knows, right? So I'm going to switch into my Dunsparce in case they go for a an Astral Barrage, right? Because we've seen Psychic and Heal Pulse. They're not locked in with a choice item, so I'm assuming it's the Astral Barrage, right? So let's see it. So there it is. Good job, the Dunsparce. Amazing. So it doesn't affect the Dunsparce. Not today. Thank you very much. We get some more Elite Seed recovery. Fantastic stuff. I am now going to go for a... do I want to go for a... What do I want to go for, eh? I'm going to go for a Calm Mind. Let's do that. Alright, so they go for a... I don't know why they're pressing Heal Pass. That's so strange. Are they thinking that it'll heal them or something? I've got no idea, but we get that nice little +1 nice special attack and special defense. Lovely jubbly job, the Dunsparce. And they will now give us some extra Elite Seed damage. So they got one turn left of that, right? So I'm gonna... Should I go for a Roost, I reckon? Do you know what? I'm gonna go for a Roost. Let's do that. Alright, so as expected of the attacking type move, right? So we'll take some psychic damage. Oh, that was a chunk of damage. We go for that Roost and we get all of our health back. Fantastic job to Dunsparce. And yeah, the Elite Seed should take this out now. So there it is. Lovely jubbly. Now, I suppose the Toadscrawl could Spore us, but they would have to go second for that, which would allow me to glare them. So there's always that, I suppose. The Cinderace might have high jump kick, and the Lycanroc probably has close combat, right? So things aren't looking in the Dunsparce's favour, but we'll definitely give it a try. Alright, so who's coming out now? It is the Toadscrawl. Okay, so they must be going for a Spore, right? So I think it's in my best interest to just go straight back into Exeggutor. Alright, come on back to Dunsparce. We'll go into our Exeggutor. We'll absorb the Spore. I'll go for another substitute. And yeah, I think we'll go from there. So come on in, Exeggutor, buddy. Now, what are they going for? Spore. Not today. Okay, so Exeggutor, you've got this one, man. So let's go for that substitute. Here we go. Alright, so they're withdrawing. Cool, so we get the substitute for free. Whatever comes in, we can just Elite Seed it. So it might be the Cinderace. Let's find out. And it is the Cinderace. Cool, cool, cool. So this thing might have Court Change, to be fair, so it's always good to keep that into consideration. We get the substitute up for free, though, so that's always nice to see. And I'm not going to Protect. I'm just going to straight up Elite Seed, just in case they are not going for a Court Change. Or they're going for a... Oh, they went for a Bounce. Oh, my. Okay. Do you know what? I can just Protect. I can literally just Protect and stall their Bounce out. They can never hit me with Bounce thanks to Protect, right? So, okay. We dodge the attack. Let's go for a Protect. Here we go. So, okay, Exeggutor goes for that Protect. This is so funny, right? Because it just makes me feel like the base games like Emerald or Fire Red or something, where a lot of NPCs would just Protect on your 2-turn moves like Fly or something, or Dive, right? So, it's just funny. It just made me think of that. So, either way, let's go for a Elite Seed now, and let's see what they go for. Alright, so they go for Bounce again. I don't know why they're doing that. All they're doing is just wasting time, but fair enough. So... they're basically saying, I want to keep doing this until you stop pressing Protect, right? So let's just go for a Protect again. Alright, so Exeggutor goes for that Protect. There it is. And yeah, I'm not going to let them bounce me. I just feel like it's a waste. I don't know why they're not just going for a Pyro Ball. Maybe they're worried about the missing. I don't know. But Exeggutor dodges that bounce. And yeah, Exeggutor is literally like in the anime right now, just like protecting. So, okay, let's go for that Leech Seed again and let's see what they go for. Alright, so now they go for the Pyro Ball. Fantastic. So Exeggutor takes that like a boss. Now, Exeggutor, buddy, let's fire off that Leech Seed and let's do this. So, alright, so get him, Exeggutor. Don't miss, please. Okay, oh, they're Life Orb as well, so that's even better. Fantastic. So Exeggutor goes for that Leech Seed. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, okay, so I don't want to Terra Water just yet because that would allow the Toadscroll to be able to hit me with a Grass-type move, right? And with the Life Orb and the Leech Seed, this will whittle down very quickly. So let's go for that Protect. Here we go. Alright, so Exeggutor goes for that Protect. Lovely jubbly. Now, if they're Big Brain, they would have gone for the Bounce, right? So let's see. So they did! Oh my god, very clever on their part. Fair play on their part. They got me. So, alright. I think I might just switch. Now, Bounce does have a chance to Paralyze, so I've got to keep that into consideration. Who do I want to go into on this bounce, eh? So, do you know what? I'm going into my Glamora to get up some Toxic Spikes. This is actually perfect timing. We resist it, so we won't take as much. And then we'll also get healed thanks to the Leech Seed. And we can burn a turn of sleep, assuming they can't do anything to us, right? So, look at that damage. Amazing job, Glamora. Let's get up a layer of Toxic Spikes. That's what we like to see. And, yeah, okay, so I'm going to go for the Earth Power because they've got the Archaladon in the back, right? And my Power Gem or Sludge Wave won't do anything to it. So, lovely jubbly, get some health back. Good job, Glamora. Now, let's go for an Earth Power. Oh, it's got no effect. I've just realized. So, that's an interesting situation, isn't it? Do I think they're going to attack me, or do I think that... Do you know what? I'm going for the Earth Power regardless. So, okay, Glamora is fast asleep. Fair enough. So, what are they going for now? Let's find out. So, they go for Bounce again. I've got no idea why. So, I'm going to go for that Earth Power then, because they're going to go down to the Leech Seed and the Life Orb. So, I might as well just stay in and waste another turn of sleep going for that Earth Power. So, let's do that. So, okay. Oh, Glamora wakes up first. That literally just gives up that I'm Choice Scarf. No, actually, I gave it up last turn, didn't I, when it said I was fast asleep. So, there's another bounce. Fair enough. So, does Life Orb take them up? Now they've got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes. Fantastic. So, I mean, it won't do anything to the Archaladon, but you never know. It'd be good for the rest of the team, right? So, okay, down goes the Cinderace. Good job, Glamora, buddy. And yeah, okay, so let's see who's next. Alright, so who's coming out now? It is the Toadscroll. So now they get Toxic Poisoned. Amazing. So, I'll take it. So, lovely jubbly. I'm now going to switch back into my Exeggutor immediately because they appear to not be able to touch it at all. So, let's do that. Alright, come back, Glamora. You've been great, buddy. Let's go straight back into our Exeggutor. And yeah, okay, so Exeggutor, the Rank Master, come on in, buddy. So, what are you going for? Spore? There it is. Not today. So, okay, now they'll take the first round of toxic damage. Lovely jubbly. I'm now going to go for a substitute. If they want to switch, so be it. So, Exeggutor, substitute time. Here we go. Alright, so they are withdrawing, so we get the substitute again for free. So, Exeggutor just goes really well into their team. It's quite funny. So, alright, is it the Archaladon? Let's find out. It is. Okay, so, whilst I can't really hurt this a lot with my Giga Drain, what I can do is go for a Leech Seed, right? So, they might be Power Herb, what's this? They might be Power Herb Electro Shot. I literally don't mind. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the Flash Cannon. Fair enough. So, how much does Exeggutor take from... I mean, of course it's going to break the sub, of course. But, okay, sub fades. Now, Exeggutor, if you don't miss your Leech Seed, we'll be in a fantastic position. So, Exeggutor goes for that Leech Seed, and now we'll slowly start draining that Archaladon and turning it into health recovery. So, fantastic job, Exeggutor. That's what we like to see. And I could just go for another Protect here, to be honest, to get extra health recovery. And if they choose to stay in afterwards, I can just go for a substitute afterwards. So let's see. Alright, so Exeggutor goes for that Protect. Now, if they're Big Brain, they would have gone for the Electro Shot, but let's find out. So, what are they going for? No, straight up Flash Cannon. So, unless they're Choice Specs, I don't think they can knock me out with a Flash Cannon, right? So, I think I might just go for a, I think I'll just go for a substitute to be able to get extra protection, right? So, we're healing up, lovely jubbly. And I've also got the Citrus Berry, haven't I? So let's go for that substitute. Here we go. Alright, so here comes the Flash Cannon. Hold on, Exeggutor. Exeggutor tanks it like a boss. After the substitute, that will trigger our Citrus Berry, getting us extra health recovery. And if we're lucky, at the end of the turn, we get the Harvest to recover our Citrus Berry, right? So Fantastic. Not to mention that we're also about to get some Leech Seed health recovery as well on top of all of this, so things are looking great. Exeggutor is popping off. I love it. So, good job, buddy. And yeah, okay, so there's some more health recovery. Can we get the harvest? We do not, but that's fine. Let's go for a protect and let's see what they go for. So, okay, Exeggutor goes for that protect. I'm assuming they've gone for a flash cannon, but I suppose they could go for a electro shot trying to get off one big hit, but you never know. So, no, straight up flash cannon. That's fine with me. I could just go for another substitute on their flash cannon, right? And we get some more Leech Seed. And yeah, we're in a really good position right now. So, okay, we get some more health recovery from Leech Seed. Can we get the harvest? We do. Amazing job, buddy. So, let's straight up go for another substitute and let's do this. Alright, here comes the flash cannon, and I'm like, not today. The moment you hit me, I just straight up set up another substitute, and then you're going to give me some more health recovery, right? So, thanks to the Leech Seed, our substitutes aren't doing as much damage, so it's always nice to see. So, okay, damn, I was a little bit below from getting to the yellow, but that's fair enough. So, there's some more Leech Seed, fantastic stuff. And yeah, I'm just going to keep pressing that substitute button, and they can't really touch my Exeggutor, which is great. So, let's... or I could just go for a protect here, let's do that. Alright, so they're withdrawing, fine with me. Okay, fair enough. So, it all depends on whether or not our protect fails or not. It might do, right? So, let's see. Who's coming out now? It's for Toadscruel. Okay. Well, I can just go for a Giga Drain because it's neutral against this, right? So, okay. So, there's the protect. They're going to take they're going to take the first turn of toxic damage. So, they're slowly whistling away. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, okay. I don't know why they've gone into this. They couldn't touch us. So, let's see. Alright, so they go for the Giga Drain. Fair enough. I don't think that's going to break my substitute. It is resisted, and we are tanky, right? So, okay. They get a little bit of health recovery. Now, we're going to go for our own Giga Drain, and let's see how much we do back to them, right? So, Exeggutor, show them what a real Giga Drain does. Oh my god, that's fantastic. So, good job, Exeggutor, buddy. We now get some health recovery back, and yeah, okay. So, yep, let's see. Okay, so we get some more poison damage. And I'm now going to go for a substitute in case they want to... I think my next one might fade, right? So, okay, they go for the Giga Drain. Lovely jubbly. That should break our sub, right? And then we'll set up a fresh one. And then I'll go for a protect afterwards. So, yeah, okay, things are looking good. Alright, so... yep, we go... Oh, it didn't break the sub. That's hilarious. Okay, so I should have gone for a protect, I guess. But, do you know what? I wasn't expecting that. So, okay. I'm going to go for one more substitute. Let's do that. Alright, so they go for another Giga Drain. It will break our sub. It must break our sub at this point. Third time's the charm, I assume, right? So, yep, the sub does fade. There's only 3 minutes left. Exeggutor, you're doing amazing, buddy. So, okie dokie. They now get some... they get a little bit of health back, but the toxic damage will knock them out. So, Exeggutor goes for another substitute. Lovely jubbly. We're now safe behind a nice little shield, if you will. And whoever comes in next, we'll just Leech Seed that as well. So, Leech Seed, substitute, harvest, Exeggutor. It's such a menace. I love it. Fantastic stuff. Alright, so, who's coming out now? It is the... Charladon. Okay, so, we will just Leech Seed this as well. Absolutely. So, let's do it, buddy. Alright, so... They go for a Draco Meteor. They're just like, sod it, I'm going to knock this out. Okay, fair enough. Fair play to you, my good sir. So, okay, the sub fades. Let's set up a Leech Seed. And yeah, I assume they're hating Exeggutors right about now. So, okay, Exeggutor goes for that Leech Seed. Lovely jubbly. They're going to give us some extra health back whilst also losing some health of their own. And now I'm pretty free to just go for a substitute. They're -2 in special attack, right? So they're not going to be able to do much damage to me. So we are, and we're also getting lots of health. So let's go for that substitute. Here we go. Alright, so they go for a Stealth Rocks this late in the game. Fair play. I guess they've just kind of, maybe they've just given in and they're just throwing in the towel. So, okay. Exeggutor goes for that substitute. Lovely jubbly. The Citrus Berry activates, giving us extra health. So, yeah, Exeggutor is just a healing machine. So, I love to see it. So, good job, buddy. And, yeah, not to forget that there's also some extra leftovers. Some Leech Seed coming in now. And I can go for one final Protect to, finish them off with the final turn of Leech Seed, right? So, good job, Exeggutor. Oh, Harvest again. Amazing. Good job, buddy. So, let's go for that Protect and let's finish this off. Alright, so Exeggutor goes for that Protect. Lovely jubbly. Now, I'm assuming they're going for a Draco Meteor or something like that. They, let's see. Are you going for a Draco Meteor? They are indeed, but not today. Exeggutor blocks it. Fantastic stuff. So, okay. It's just crazy how Exeggutor can just pop off like this and just, if a team's not ready for this combo, it just goes crazy into it. There's less than a minute left, but I'm pretty confident my next Giga Drain from, Exeggutor will knock out the Toadscruel, right? So, things are looking good. Good job, Exeggutor. Let's see their final Pokemon. Alright, here it comes. Who's coming out? It is the Oh, sorry, what am I talking about is the Lycanroc. My Giga Drain will be more than enough to finish this, right? So, okay, Exeggutor getting KO after KO. And they're also toxic damaged, right? Let's go for that Giga Drain. Let's finish them off, Exeggutor. Alright, so they go for the Crunch. Fair enough, that will break our sub. But we will now go for a Giga Drain and completely destroy them and getting all of our health back, right? So, Exeggutor substitute phase. Exeggutor, go for that finishing move. One final Giga Drain and knock out their Lycanroc. Amazing job, buddy. That's what we like to see. So, down goes their final Pokemon. And yeah, this is the power of Exeggutor. I love it. So, good game to my opponent and great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Tinglu, a Hisuian Zoroark, Cinderace, a Urshifu, Dragonite, and a Screamtail. That is a tough-looking team. I'm going to lead off with my Feraligatr, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? So, is it the Tinglu? It is the Tinglu. So, I am thinking whether or not it's worth to Terra Water Liquidation this into Oblivion, right? Because Tinglu's ability weakens special attack, not physical attack. So, is that in my best interest? I do not know. I could even Dragon Dance first, that's true. Do I want to do that? Let's have a think. Do you know what? Maybe I could. Let's go for a Dragon Dance first. Alright, so Feraligatr goes for that Dragon Dance, pretty much confirming that's not the Hisuian Zoroark. I'm assuming they're going to be first going for a Stealth Rock, so let's see that. So, what are you going for? There's the Stealth Rocks. Okie dokie. Maybe I should have gone for the Liquidation first to guarantee the damage, but you know what? This Terra Water Liquidation +1 will annihilate this, I think. So, let's do it. Alright, here we go, Terrestrialization time. We don't know if they're Terrestrializing defensively to withstand the attack, but either way, let's find out. So, Terra Water, Sheer Force, Life Orb boosted, Stab boosted, Liquidation. Let's do this. Come on, Feraligatr, I know you can do it. So, can Feraligatr one-shot this? Let's find out. Get him, Feraligatr. Liquidation time. Here we go. Boosh. And, oh my god, it one-shots the Tinglu. Amazing job. And we've got the +1 in our speed. So, okay. Things look amazing. Fantastic job, Feraligatr. Now, let's see who's next. Alright, so, is it the Dragonite maybe with a multi-scale? It is the Dragonite with a multi-scale. Okay, so, now I need to think, are they going to Terra Normal? Either way, I'm going for that Ice Punch. Let's do it. Alright, so they are Terrestrializing. So, it could be Terra Normal, it could be Terra Steel. I like to use Terra Steel on my Dragonites. Let's find out. So, what are you going for? Terra Normal, okay, so whilst we won't do super effective damage, we should still do a good chunk of damage, even though the multi-scale will weaken the damage, right? So, oh, they are going for the Extreme Speed. I'm pretty sure that Dragonite can take one. Are they Choice Banded? Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to now switch into my Glimmora, knowing that we can resist the Extreme Speed, and then I'm going to go for a Mortal Spin to get rid of the Stealth Rocks, right? So, okay. And once they go for the Extreme Speed, they'll get a Toxic Spike on their side of the field, right? So, come on in, Glimmora, lovely jubbly. Now, what are you going for? Extreme Speed, right? There it is, okay. So, it's resisted. We know we can, I'm confident we can take two. Look at that, we can easily take two. So, and if they want to go for a second one, they'll take Toxic Spikes on their side of the field. So, okie dokie. Glimmora, time for that Mortal Spin. Let's do this, buddy. Alright, so Glimmora goes to that Mortal Spin. We get rid of the Stealth Rocks on our side of the field. We poison the Dragonite. Lovely jubbly. Now, they're going for like an Earthquake or something. Let's find out. So, they're not locked in, we just realised. So they are going for the Earthquake. Fair enough. Glimmora, thanks for all you done, buddy. You took a good long rest. Thanks to you, we don't have to worry about Stealth Rocks. And now they've got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes on their side of the field. So that is always great to see. So thanking you, Glimmora. Take a good long rest. Okay, so who am I bringing in on this Dragonite, eh? So they're taking slow poison damage. Lovely jubbly. So who are we going into? Maybe Sandaconda? Interesting. So, do you know what? I'm going into my own Sandaconda. Let's do it. So Sandaconda comes on in. I'm a bit worried about whether or not to go for Stealth Rocks, because if they've got a quarter change on their Cinderace, that could be bad, right? So I'm going to go for an Iron Defense, and let's see what they go for. Alright, so they are going for the Extreme Speed. Okay, so Sandaconda, buddy, hold on, and okay, Sandaconda can take another one. Fantastic. So we get the nice little +2 in our defense thanks to that Iron Defense. They're going to take another round of Poison. That might make them switch, to be honest, but I'm going to go for that Rest now to be able to get all my health back, and if we're lucky enough to activate the Shed Skin, we'll wake up straight away, right? So, okie dokie. Do I think they're going to switch into Urshifu immediately? That's an interesting question. Let's go for that Rest, and let's find out. Alright, so, they stay in with the Extreme Speed. Fine with me, that's perfect. So, okay, Sandaconda takes the hit like a boss. You go for the Rest. Come on, Sandaconda. If you can activate your Shed Skin ability, we'll be in an amazing position. Okay, so, alright, Sandaconda fell asleep and restored its health. Lovely jubbly. Come on, show me that Shed Skin. There it is. Amazing job, Sandaconda. Fantastic. So, okie dokie. They will now take some more poison, and Do I think it's... I think I'm just going to go for that... But do you know what? I'm just going to go for that body press. Let's do it. All right, so they go for the roost. That's fine with me. +2 super effective body presses incoming, right? So, yeah, I'm really glad we went for the body press. So, let's see the damage. Oh, my God. Sandaconda knocks out the Terrestrialized Dragonite. Fantastic job, Sandaconda. Okie dokie. So, I suppose if they go into Urshifu, and if it's water, I'll be forced to switch because I can't really touch it. But either way, let's find out. Alright, so is it the Urshifu? Let's find out. It is the Urshifu, and it is water, and they get toxic poison. So, fantastic job. Thanks to Glamora. Okay, so, I'm going to go for those Stealth Rocks. Alright, so they go for the Surging Strikes, and that's definitely going to knock out my Sandaconda, unfortunately. But do you know what, Sandaconda? You've been amazing, buddy. Thanks for all you've done. You took a good long rest, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, I don't know if they're Choice Scarf. They may or may not be, and they might also have Aqua Jet. So, I'm in a bit of a pickle here. This Urshifu is a bit tough, but, either way, I think I'm going to go... or, hang on a minute. Do I want to go into my Exeggutor is the question. I don't think Ice Spinner will knock me out. So, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Exeggutor. Let's do that. So, okay. Exeggutor, come on in, buddy. I need your assistance. Now, Zoroark does have a Hyper Voice, right? Which is a sound-based move. So, do I think they're going to switch now? I'm going to go for the... I'm going to go for that substitute and let's find out. Alright, so they are withdrawing, so that makes me think they're definitely locked in. Whether or not they're Choice Scarf or Choice Banded, I do not know. But let's find out. So who's coming in? Is it the Cinderace? It is the Cinderace. Okay, so they get poisoned. So if that is the real Cinderace, it means that they aren't heavy-duty boots. So it's toxic poison, which is great, right? They might Core Change here, which is a bit scary. But either way, I am going to go for that Leech Seed. And, or hang on a minute, do I want to go for that Protect, actually? I'm going for that, I'm going for the Leech Seed, let's do it. Alright, so, alright, it is the Cinderace. They go for that Pyro Ball, the substitute will take it. Great job, Exeggutor, for taking the hit. We'll go for a Leech Seed. They'll lose some health from Toxic and Leech Seed. Then I'll go for a Protect. They'll take even more poison and even... Oh, they're Life Orb as well. Okay. Exeggutor doesn't miss its Leech Seed as well. Fantastic job, buddy. So, okay. This Cinderace is going to go down very quickly. Okay, so there it is. Lovely jubbly. They take some damage. Now, time for that toxic damage as well. Yep. So, okie dokie. Fantastic. So, look at that. Amazing. So, Exeggutor, let's go for that Protect. Here we go. Alright, so Exeggutor goes for that Protect. Lovely jubbly. What's the Cinderace going for? Let's find out. It's going for the Pyro Ball. Cool. That's fine with me. Okie dokie. So, let's take another round of, what's his face? Leech Seed. Lovely jubbly. Getting our Exeggutor back up to almost full. Fantastic stuff. And yeah, I think I'm forced to switch into my Delphox now. But either way, I think we should be okay, right? So, alright, let's go into our Delphox immediately. Alright, come back, Exeggutor. You've been great, buddy. We'll go straight into our Delphox. We'll tank this Pyro Ball. If they're Choice Banded, it will still hurt. But you know what? Delphox, I got faith in you. Let's find out. So, there's the Pyro Ball. Hold on, Delphox, buddy. Oh my god, I think that is Choice Banded. Okay, fair enough. So, oh no, what am I talking about? It's Life Orb. I don't know why I said that. But either way, we get some Leech Seed back. Lovely jubbly. And the poison will be enough now to knock it out. So, great job for tanking that hit, Delphox. Now, the only thing that could take out my Delphox is the Hisuian Zoroark, right? So I've got to be aware of that. So, alright, good job, Delphox. And yeah, it all depends on who they want to go into next, but I'm confident we can do this. Alright, so, who's coming out now? It is the Screamtail, okay. I don't know whether or not this thing is the Zoroark or not, so I need to keep that into consideration. If it is the Zoroark, they are definitely faster than us, so who do I need Delphox for, eh? So, they've got Shifu, and they've got... Wait a minute. Oh my god, can you see that? Can you see that the Zoroark shows the poison? I did not know that you could find that whether or not it's the Zoroark that's poisoned or not. So that's amazing. I learn something new every day, right? So amazing. So we know that's the Zoroark. Amazing. So I will immediately go into my Dunsparce and we'll go from there, right? So come on back, Delphox. You've been amazing. Oh my god. I did not know you could figure out a disguised Pokemon like that, right? So come on into Dunsparce, buddy. They must be going for a Ghost-type move. There it is. Not today. Thank you very much. And yeah, I am now just going to go for... Do I think I should go for the Air Slash, to be honest? Do you know what? I'm going for that Air Slash in case they switch into Urshifu. Let's do it. Alright, so they are withdrawing. Perfect. So, either they're going into the real Screamtail or they're going into the Urshifu. Let's find out. So, who's coming out? It is the Urshifu. So, this Air Slash should do a good chunk of damage. Get him to Dunsparce. Look at that. Below 50% now. So, now they take some poison damage. Lovely jubbly. I've got to switch on this, unfortunately. The remaining Pokemon are the Screamtail and the... thingy, right? So I need to keep my Do you know what? I'm going into my Exeggutor. Let's do that. Okay, so coming back to Dunsparce, you've been great, buddy. We'll go into our Exeggutor, tank this fighting type move, and then I'll go for a substitute or Giga Drain. Interesting. So Exeggutor comes on in. Oh, close. Yep, nice. Exeggutor takes that like a boss. Now the question is, are they locked in? I think they're locked in. But either way, they're now taking the turn 2 of toxic damage. Lovely jubbly. Look at that, slowly weakening down. Fantastic. So, should I go for a Giga Drain? Or Elite Seed, interesting. Sorry, I'm going for the Elite Seed. Alright, so they are switching. Cool. Whoever comes in will get Elite Seeded. Lovely jubbly. Let's find out. Is it the real Screamtail now, or is it the, okay, so that is the Zoroark. Cool. That's fine with me. So we go for the Elite Seed. Lovely jubbly. They'll now take some toxic damage and some Elite Seed damage. I will 100% be going for the Protect here. They might try to predict me and go for a switch here, which is very possible, right? But if they do, they'll take toxic damage regardless, right? So, nice little bit of health, lovely jubbly. There's your poison damage, fantastic stuff. And yeah, okay, so let's go for that Protect. Here we go. Alright, so Exeggutor goes for that Protect, lovely jubbly. Okie dokie. So, what are you going for, eh? So they're going for the... Oh! They want to trick me. Fantastic stuff. Well, you've just revealed your plan to me, my good sir, so, okay, I will make a switch in accordance. So, they might be Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, right? So, I need to think about that when making a decision. So, nice little health recovery, and there's some more toxic damage for you, almost at 50%, lovely jubbly. Okay, who are we switching into? I could switch into my... I'm going into my Delphox, let's do that. Okay, come back. Oh, and the battle was cancelled, amazing. Good game to my opponent, and great job to all my Pokemon. What a fantastic set of games, am I right? Harvest Exeggutor is an absolute beast, and it can dish out some major damage. And yeah, with all that, if you enjoyed watching my Harvest Exeggutor dominating the battlefield, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's one of your favourite Gen 1 Grass-type Pokemon down below in the comments. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a fantastic day. Cheers!